Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today I decided to do a weekly recap, go through the week, what trades I took, what trades you could have taken. Um, yeah, just to get a better idea of the charts. So when doing this back testing, and also I realized this during the week or yesterday, this week was quite bad price action wise. Not really, there was quite a lot of setups, but none of them really played out that well. Um, So, like my last weekly recap, I think it was, when there was like good trades 4 days of the 5. It was not like that this week. Either we got a good move pre-market, or market just shut up or shut down at open, or a lot of the times we made the entry model SMT and then we just shopped and stuff, didn't hit full take profit. So it was a very weird week. So let's start with Monday then. Coming into Monday, my bias was bearish. Why? Since we had made this big move down, we had this unfilled weekly fair value gap, which I was felt very certain we were gonna go down to. So when we had run up during Asia and also London, we also saw this as liquidity that we should take. So my idea for the day was to retrace up. I was very certain we were gonna retrace up first to then get the short. So I had my eyes on this 1 hour bearish fair value gap, which also had a liquidity high just below it. So I ended up taking this short, I believe. Yeah, I did. Or I took 2 shorts Monday. I'll walk you guys through why. So at open we just ran up. So then my idea that we were gonna go down a lot, I kind of knew, okay, we're not gonna go down here today. But I can still catch a short. We're in this 1 hour bearish fair value gap. We made a close by SMT. The bad thing about this one was that we didn't have a higher time frame SMT. We had also ran and almost closed this 1 hour bearish value gap, which showed a lot of bullish momentum. So yeah, that was kind of why this trade wasn't that good. So I ended up firstly taking a short here, which was premature since we didn't have the SMT yet. And as you can see, it's so choppy here. But when I'm going down and then go up again, here we put in the SMT. So here I took another short, which was a valid short in my opinion, since we get the SMT and then we shop and we make this big move down, respect this 1 minute and move up, and then go down and disrespect it and make this, which is a really nice move in my opinion, since this can be considered a manipulation move up. So entry here. And after I took this, I left work, so I didn't really have my eyes on the charts until like right here. So what happened for me here is we just shop and then we go down. When we go down here, I believe I didn't have I maybe had a partial right here, I'm not sure, but I do know I put SLBE and I ended up getting stopped out to break even. So this is what I'm talking about this week. Like, it's so choppy, and this is the setup. It's a nice setup, but then we just chop, then we go down, and then we go up. Like, of course, if we go down this much and are this close to take profit, I'm not gonna have any risk on the trade. So it's just destined to get stopped out at break even. So it was very hard to make money. Then of course this was known as Monday, so can't really expect that much. Then you maybe could have taken a long here, and we had some SMTs, but when prices this choppy, you normally don't want to stay in the market. So that was Monday. One possible trade, which I don't know if it's a plus, maybe like only maybe A minus. It is the SMT, it is this inverse, higher time frame POI, but just no higher time frame SMT, and also the way we trade into this higher time frame POI is not the best. So that was Monday. Tuesday is the day I blew all my accounts. I blew 2 combines, as you can see in the recap, and it kind of sucks because my idea was very right here. And firstly, then on Tuesday we had run up. My idea was right now I think let's see, I think I was still bearish. Yeah, I was still bearish here, since we hadn't really disrespected. Fuck. So, I was still bearish here. I can maybe put on replay, so I don't have to jump. So I was still bearish in the higher time frames. But I saw this, I didn't end up taking this trade, since there was no SMT shown. Otherwise, I probably would have taken this long, because we have all this low resistance liquidity. We trade down into this 1 hour bullish fair value gap, also sweep this liquidity within the within the fair value gap. Then we make this move down and then move up, and we get assist here. The problem with this one is, like I said, no SMT, no higher time frame SMT. If we had a SMT right here, I maybe would have taken it, but I also probably would have wanted to see us make an SMT right here, or at least a final resweep of the low, since when we stack these lows right here, it's not that bullish in my eyes. I know some people took this long, but it just wasn't for me, since no SMT. And then we go up and we shoot down, but really no entry for short, since we had news at 10 o'clock. So this kind of fucked up the ability to analyze a lot, and we didn't sweep this high, we had no SMT, nothing, and we just shoot down. So when we shoot down like this, my idea then, like I said in my recap video, was to catch a long later in the evening, since I know, okay, we're gonna go down here, but we're most likely going to get a retrace up during the PM session, and once we trade into this 1 hour and 4 hour bullish fair value gap. So we trade into the 0.5 level of the bullish fair value gap, which is where I start to look for longs. And this is the setup I would have taken. We got a bullish SMT right here. I believe no higher time frame bullish SMT. And then you could consider this a bullish SMT, since ES made equal lows right there. Then we get the inverse. Could enter off of this, but this is the tricky one here, since it's very hard with the entry. Either you get entry really high up here if you wait for the assist, or you can enter here, but price is still very choppy. We are very bearish for the day, so it's quite hard to take this long. Also, when we make this move down, if I would have had my entry here, would have entered right there, like realistically live, I would have not entered here. I would have entered right here. Yeah, maybe like right there. Probably have my stop loss right there and getting stopped out, since it's not high probability when we make this move down. But we did go up, and the TP would have gotten hit. But in the live markets, this would have been quite a hard trade to find. It's easy to see in hindsight, of course. So yeah, that was Tuesday, not the best day as well. And we just go down, and here I was starting to lean towards bullish here, because we did disrespect this 4 hour bearish. So coming into Wednesday, it was very weird position to be in here, since we did disrespect this 1 hour bullish, but we respected the 4 hour bullish, and we were also but in the higher, in like the just market structure wise, it looks quite bearish. But if we do get a bullish reversal, it is here that it's going to happen. So quite a tricky situation. And here we start to respect bullish. We respected 1 hour. Where am I? Yeah, we respected 1 hour. So I actually this time, yeah, I think I was still looking for shorts, and my bias was short, not certain, but I did take a short, and I don't hate this short. We have a lot of liquidity that hasn't been taken. The problem right here is we made like SMT after SMT. We had bullish SMT, then we shut up, made a bearish SMT. We only took out this internal high and didn't take this one, which was also within a bearish value gap, I believe. Yeah, I'm not sure. But short may probably rushed a little bit short, but it isn't like the worst setup. We do get this. This is at open, so it does really look like manipulation up, because we didn't sweep any liquidity to the downside first. We just sweep this, make the SMT, big move down. So this just comes down to low probability market conditions, I think. But we end up getting another short, since we end up sweeping this more external high, which made another SMT. Let's see if this was 1 hour bearish value gap right here. Yeah, it was also within this 1 hour bearish value gap. So this is a really nice zone to catch a short. The only thing right here is entry. Where should you enter? I waited for the 5 minute here, which was not the best move to make, since we're in a very high probability higher time frame PY when we sweep this high and come into the 1 hour bearish. So you shouldn't have to wait for the 5 minute, but I was quite scarred from last trade and wanted a higher time frame confirmation, but that just led to me getting a worse entry and fucking up the trade. So here we get the 1 minute inversion. We had already gotten the 2 minute inversion. We had this very close by 1 minute SMT as well, which shows final manipulation has been made. So honestly, you could maybe go into the 30 second when we get to 60 in the 30 second, and also I think we got a disrespect of FEG to get an even better entry, but this is a reasonable entry. But like I said, this week we didn't really take the liquidity, especially for shorts. So full TP very rarely got hit, almost never on the shorts. And also like right here, we put in the bearish SMT, then we go down, we straight put in the bullish SMT right here, then another here, then another here. So just a lot of SMTs, and ES was the lagging index or the weaker index. So maybe should have taken it on ES. I don't know. But yeah, like this one could have had TP1 here or here. It depends. And maybe leave just one runner here to get most of it out here, since the RR is still good here, to make a full TP trade or a bigger win at least, since this day ended up being a losing day for me, since this SL hit heavier than what I got here, because I only took up 3 contracts TP1. So this was quite a good trade, A plus I would say. Just need to tweak the TP and entry. And that was the problem with this week, like I said. TP was hard to know where to have it. I did realize after Wednesday, okay, I should probably tighten my TP, not to try to aim for like London or Asia low, because we don't take those. And also to be quicker with my entry once we get that confirmation for the reversal. So coming into Thursday, this day I took TP1. So we trade into this new day opening gap, it was, which I marked out in the 1 hour time frame. And we shop a lot. We have this day, so this short was also nice in my opinion. So we shop. We have this data low, which has not been taken. It was taken on ES. So here it is again. We make the SMT bullish, then we go up. We make the SMT bearish. So we just make SMTs all the time. That is also since price was very choppy. But we make this move up after open, which can be seen as manipulation, move up to sweep out all the shorts here. We make the SMT with the London high. So it is valid to take a short here, and I enter off of the 1 minute inversion. We did get the candle SMT here, which shows final manipulation. So maybe could have jumped into the 30 second, got an even a better entry, not sure. But I ended up only taking 5 contracts on this one, and took out 3 of them right here, I believe. And I probably should have just have full TP here, but then the R isn't the greatest. So that was the problem this week. You really had to aim for lower RR. That was like the only way to get full TPs. And I'm not sure how much you should adapt and how much you should just stick to what you believe. But TP1 hit and then rest BE. And this is also why this week was so hard, because we go down, we sweep these, then we go up, make another SMT, and here we get the final move down, which I was hoping we would get after this, but I'm not sure, like, why do we have to get the resweep here? It just doesn't really make that much sense to me. So Thursday was a little bit up for the day. And here, I think by Wednesday I was very certain, or when we came into Thursday I was very sure we were bullish again and wasn't gonna go down anymore in the higher time frames. Since we show yet again, we break out of the structure and respect the bullish. So let's see. Coming into, since I was bullish now, I wanted to catch along, and we were low in the range, in the daily range. We were in the discount. So what I want to see was for us to go down, come into this 1 hour bullish and sweep these lows, which would have been a really nice long. However, the market didn't want to do that. We just shot up straight at open. And I can't really take a trade off of this, since it is not my model, even though when we make this move up and don't go down instantly, I'm very certain we're just gonna shoot up. I can't just enter off of that, because if I take the loss, that's just gonna cost me to gamble. And I did take this short. Why? We sweep previous day high. Yet again, we come into this 1 hour new day opening gap. And we make the, like I said, higher time frame. We sweep and higher time frame SMT. We didn't have a lower time frame SMT right here, I believe, which would have preferred to have. And right here, I got the worst entry. I entered like right here because I FOMO entered. I was too scared to enter here because we didn't really have a final re-sweep. But I should have just entered off of the CIS to get a better entry. But like all the other days, full TP would have never gonna hit anyway, probably SLBE. And here was the long I took, which was quite a nice long. Since we made SMT with ES, we came into a 15-minute bullish. And we also had this 4 hour unfilled bearish value gap to touch. And TP1 here, I had full TP here. I was planning on just having full runners here, but I didn't do it. But this was another okay trade. So to recap the week, maybe like 3 valid good setups, and only, I think, what was it, 1 or 2 of them would have gone full TP. So very weird and week to week and hard week to trade. It's August, and I've heard August is like the worst price action often for the whole year. So I'm just hoping we get some better price action. So yeah, that was the trade recap for this week. My account is what the fuck? Oh my god! Holy shit! Why is my account? They took away my fucking loss. What? Oh shit! Move this. They took away my loss. Why? I took a short loss, then I took a long on Friday, and Topstep said they were gonna. Why did they remove the shorts? What are they dumb? So like I showed you, I took a short here. Then right here, Topstep froze, and so I full ported and got a 450 or like a $800 trade, because I was very sure they were gonna reimburse if this ended up going SL or blowing the account. But they apparently took away this trade for some reason. Let's go. I should only be up 500 on the account, but I'm up 1k. So that was a very nice surprise. So thanks for that, Topstep. So yeah, hoping to maybe get funded next week, but I'm only gonna get there by following my rules and sticking to my A+ setups. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.